Hey guys, it's Cho here again. Thank you for clicking through. We have 2 videos left. And in this video, I kind of want to be putting everything we've talked about together for you. Right now, you might be wondering, what do I do with my capital position? Should I go for faster sellers? Should I hold? Should I invest? All that stuff, and I'm going to cover that right now. A lot of people come to me and ask, Cho, is this Jordan 4 worth an investment? Cho, should I hold these? All that stuff. My response always is, what does your capital look like? And if you don't know what capital is how much money you have. My response then is, personally, I would rather sell a shoe, take those profits, and invest it in another shoe. I think doing 6 months of that will make me 1,000 times more money than just holding a shoe in my closet, hoping it goes up by $20. Now I want to talk about the shoes you go for with your type of capital. When you're sourcing for shoes, you look up that shoe and you see how fast it sells. That's called the sale rate. If you have low capital, you don't want to go for a shoe that has a low sale rate. Your money can be tied up in a shoe for a while that doesn't make you any money. So if I were you, I would look for shoes that sell every single month so you can buy that shoe, again, sell it and take that profit into another shoe. And hopefully that's into 2 shoes, 4 shoes, and that's how you build an empire. Now, if you have high capital, you can wait much longer. Your sale rate doesn't have to be the best, and your margins don't have to be the best because you have the money to wait and see what happens. Regardless, the goal is to sell your inventory and reinvest it for more inventory. Now I'm going to talk about something that a lot of you guys are guilty of, and I am myself, and this is buying personals. We understand you love sneakers, that's why you're in this group. You're a sneakerhead. But when you buy personals, that takes a fat hit into your capital when it could be spent to invest to make you more money. It would be buying you assets, not liabilities. I recommend you can start keeping personals when you have enough money in the bank where you can buy every back door, every brick, all that stuff, and you still have money left over. And if you really struggle with not buying personals, don't go for your size. Try to avoid that. This is literally something I struggle with hugely. This is one of the biggest limiting factors of my growth and why it took me a little bit longer to succeed. Now I want to talk about how important it is to stay up to date in the group with announcements, backdoors, and channels like ACOs. Things change a lot. You need to stay up to date to know what to do. Now, if you haven't Discord for a while, you don't understand what channels to have notifications on and off, so I'm going to let you know right now the ones you need on. Announcements, make sure notifications are on. You want to get pinged for important announcements. For member important, this is important information you need to know, so keep notifications on for that. For backdoors, I would also keep it on. Backdoors often sell out fast, and you want to make sure you're up to date. And then ACO slots, I want to make sure you don't miss out on awesome ACO slots where you can make a ton of money. I might be missing some, but those 4 off the bat, you should have your notifications on. For the other channels, feel free to turn notifications off for things like Nike backend and chat. That's just going to completely overwhelm and clutter your server. Now I want to talk about in-store loops and return policies. When you want to hit Nike stores, go on Google Maps and Google Nike. You want to make sure you hit each store for the most efficient way possible. And this usually is by drawing a little circle to hit this store, that store, all the way until you loop home. This is what I've done. Now guys, the first time you go to a Nike outlet, you're going to suck at it probably. And you're going to go a few more times and you're going to start to suck a little bit less until you suck so little you're actually good. The beauty about Nike outlets is you could go to the first 5 and completely suck. But the 6th one you go to, you can make $3,000 just like that. But if you give up, you won't hit the point where you get that. You want to hit the point where you kind of develop an intuition for sneakers. Big YouTubers like Mr. Beast have developed an intuition for content. They know what's the best to do naturally. The best basketball players like Steph Curry and LeBron, they just have an instinct and intuition for the game. Reselling is the same way. You want to be able to go into a Nike outlet. You want to be able to source online and not even have to really think about it. You want to just be able to know what to do. And the only way to do this is by keeping with it. On Nike backend, look up all the SKUs on StockX. See how often each shoe sells for. See the sale rate. See how much it sells for. If you do this enough and you stick with it, you will start to develop this intuition that I've developed and many other successful sneakerheads in this group. Another thing is, don't be scared to buy shoes. Almost every retailer has a return policy. That means you can buy a shoe cross-listed on all your markets and wait for 60 days. After those 60 days, if your shoe doesn't sell, you can just return it and you don't lose a dime. That's like buying into crypto, and if it goes down, you just get refunded. It only counts if it goes up and you make money. How sick is that? Don't be afraid to have to return, guys. Again, I myself have taken many L's. I still do on shoes. But the thing is, I learned so much about it. I bought this shoe and I know that silhouette with that colorway doesn't do very well in size 9. And you just start to develop this feel for shoes. It's amazing. And this doesn't take years to do, guys. I did it in a matter of months as a 16-year-old. We have 12 to 15-year-olds who have done this. I want to go over the importance of setting goals and again, talking about listing your inventory everywhere. You want to make it a goal with your inventory that no one can go without seeing it. And on goals, we have a special surprise for you. In Reselling Secrets, we developed an award milestone system. We have awards for you at $5,000, $25,000, $50,000, and $100,000, also known as a 6-figure 6-figure award club. At the 5,000 mark, you get a water bottle custom laser engraved. At the $25,000 award, you get a custom box, again with your name laser engraved on it. And inside, you get a keychain that's made with leather that Louis Vuitton uses. It's from the same factory, also laser engraved custom to you. At 50,000, you get your own plaque that has a chain and is also laser engraved. We'll also put a picture of the 6-figure award shoe on that plaque so you see the next goal. And then our 6-figure award, guys, is insane. We give them an Air Force and they custom put leather, all these amazing laser engraved things on the shoe. You're gonna have to see it for yourself. And on top of that, you don't get an Air Force box. We literally make a custom shoebox for you. Now, I don't want to get into too much detail, but you'll see what I mean. I'm going to make a separate video for this entirely. The reason we do this is because people have stuff like the Grammys, the Oscars. You get an NBA ring if you win the championship. These people have all of these awards and goals to set. In reselling, it's like you hit a goal you have and it's like, oh, okay, that's it. We want to celebrate your accomplishments with you. These awards cost us thousands of dollars for each person. The guy who does our custom awards also does these for so many celebrities, such as the 49ers. Again, this is very expensive, but we hope this helps you stay motivated and consistent and disciplined. And when you hit this goal, we'll win with you. I want to again emphasize the importance of meeting members within this group. You never know who you're talking to. There was once a member who was an investor in Merrill Lynch. If you don't know what Merrill Lynch is, it's one of the top investing firms in the nation. You tend to have $250,000 ready to invest for them to take you serious. Because of this connect, now I have my money invested with Merrill Lynch and I didn't have close to $250,000 to invest. There's people in this group that own multi-million-dollar funds, and the list really goes on. I've created long-lasting friendships with people who every day we keep accountable and make sure we reach our goals. Again, thank you for being here and thank you for watching to the end of this video. There's a lot of people who just will skip past this part and hope to have success. So again, congrats. We have one video left and it's where we want to go over some of the rules and important stuff that you need to know. So I hope to see you there.